So how do you buy a house before selling yours? Well, a lot of people are choosing this option in today's real estate market. So stay tuned because we're telling you all about the 3 ways it can be done.
So you want to buy a new home, but the thought of having to sell your current home first stresses you out, right? The idea of having to keep your home perfectly clean for showings, having strangers in your home, or having to get all of your kids and pets in the car and drive around for an hour doesn't sound like fun to you? And what about the stress of having time to sell your current home and finding your next home? What if you can't find your perfect home before you have to move out of your current home? Many of our clients have opted to go ahead and buy their next home first, move in, and then sell their previous home once they've all moved out.
Well, before we get into the 3 ways that you can buy before you sell, let me tell you a quick story about our last client, the Mitchell family, so that you can see one of the ways this works. Now, we've changed their name to give them a little bit of privacy. The Mitchell family decided to move to a new home in Mansfield for a few reasons. They were looking for special programs for their kids' education. They needed a bigger house for their growing family. And the dad, he was driving an hour and a half one way to his job every day. They didn't want to make a double move since it would be too difficult for their family. They chose to do a bridge loan so they could buy before selling and avoid double house payments. They settled on a new home community with a builder they liked and a floor plan that really fit their family's needs. We hit a snag when the builder's lender did not offer the bridge loan program. They were adamant that the Mitchell family must sell their home first before they could even move forward in building their new home. And not only that, they wanted them to sell their home months before their new home would even be complete. Well, thankfully, Bret was able to use his ninja negotiating skills with the builder, so they agreed to allow the Mitchells to use an outside lender for the bridge loan, along with the advantage of the builder incentives of paying their closing costs. This is not something they typically do, but it allowed the Mitchell family to move forward in getting their new home built, and it saved them thousands of dollars. Not only that, they were also able to avoid 2 house payments and a double move. Their kids will now get into the schools they wanted, and the dad, he cut down his commute time by 2 hours each day. It always excites us to help people solve problems and improve their quality of life. Now, let's get into the how. As I mentioned earlier, there are 3 ways you can buy your new home before you sell your current house, and Bret will explain all 3.
The first option is to get a bridge loan. This was the best option for the Mitchell family. With the bridge loan, you don't have to qualify for 2 mortgage payments, and you don't have to make any payments on your new home for up to 6 months, which gives you time to sell your current home. As I said, quite a few of our clients have chosen this path, and they've been so happy with the ease of the process. The second option allows you to buy your new home first is a loan recast. Now, this loan recast will have you qualify for 2 mortgage payments and make those payments until your current home sells. So knowing how long it'll take to sell your current home is something you'll want to know or be aware of up front. Once your current home sells, you can use the equity from that house to put down on your new home loan and resets the payments while you're keeping the same interest rate. The advantage of this option is that you don't have to have 2 sets of closing costs. Now, the third option allows you to become an all-cash buyer on your new home before you sell your current house, avoiding the 2 mortgage payments. We've partnered with a reputable company that buys your new home for cash, then allows you to buy it back from them at the same price with the traditional mortgage when your current home sells. You only pay rent on your new home until your current home sells, plus the convenience fee to the servicing company.
These 3 options will help you reduce your stress and give you peace of mind when it comes to buying a new home before selling yours. As always, give us a call or send us an email if you'd like our help in knowing the best option for you and guiding you through this process.